Oh, whoops. I'm making my head disappear. Hey everybody, it's Joe Haygood, aka mclazyj. We are back and we are playing more Final Fantasy, which I am going to turn down a little bit because that music got loud. Alright, so I'm heading to the Outlook. Oh, I can't jump over there. I might die. That I can do. That I can do. Hey, how's it going? Oh, who's this guy? Oh, that's right. He's the dickhead we saw earlier.
Aren't nursery rhymes curious things? Like this one. From the deep, the Archean calls. Yet on deaf ears, the god's tongue falls. The king made to kneel in pain, he crawls.
So, how do we keep him on his feet?
You need only heed the call. Visit the Archean and hear his plea.
Sounds like Julian or Jeremy Irons.
Take a ride.
We'd watch our backs. Fair enough. Let's do it. I'm not one to stand on ceremony, but such an occasion calls for an introduction. Please, call me up. Come with me to the car park. That's where I left my automobile. She's a dear old thing. Pales next to your regalia. She's never let me down. So, we take two vehicles. A convoy of sorts.
Sure. This is a little number. It looks like a Corvair.
All set?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna drive to the thing. Oh man, I need to put my chat on. I'm not paying attention. No, I forgot to open something.
Oh, your sickness. Come now, he always drives. Be a friend and let him rest for a change. You drive your car and I drive mine. With that decided, let us be off.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess I mistitled my thing because I thought it was going to take more time. Or I thought I had more of chapter 3 to go, but I guess not. So that was weird. Yeah, just about. Oh man, I think my red shirt comes in good. Maybe that helps. Although it still occasionally cuts out the corner of my face when I turn a certain direction, but it is what it is. So chapter 4. Like I said, I know there's at least 13 chapters in here. You'd think maybe there would be 15 to match with the 15, but yeah. The regalia has been reverted to its original mode. Okay.
Just to be clear, this isn't a race, it is a chase. You're not to pass me. Lose sight of me, and you'll lose your way. I'm interrogating. An accident will spoil the trip.
All right. Let's hit the road already.
As you wish. Drive safely.
First Galden and then the Stalin. What a coincidence, huh?
Way too convenient to be a coincidence. I reckon he's following us around.
But to what end? That question bothers me deeply, as does his origin.
It's hard for me to picture that guy in the Empire.
But it's even harder to imagine him as a Wushan.
Well, at least the regalia, you don't have to do as much controlling, per se.
I'd sooner not rely on him.
But he may be our only way in to the Disc of Cauthis.
What's His Highness's opinion of this Arden?
Don't really have one. He's nothing more than a creepy old dude to me.
You hit the nail on the head right there.
Well, that's why we came up with a plan.
Gotta watch our backs the whole way.
The regalia.
Knocked. How are the headaches?
Fine for now, but they come without warning.
Wouldn't want to have one behind the wheel.
Stop if you need to, all right?
Wouldn't want to have to worry about what? It's not like we're having that much trouble following him.
So, any havens along the way?
Oh, somebody wants to camp. Somebody else wants a proper bed.
Nice firm ground's much better for your back.
Can't we at least make it a caravan? I don't get why you like camping so much.
Under the stars, at one with nature. What's not to like? Now in the wild, there are no rules to follow. No checkout time.
I dare say you
Okay, that was easy enough.
What say we call it a day here?
What say we continue on to Cauthis?
The Archean's not going anywhere.
Neither are we under your stewardship.
So we make camp with Arden.
Hell no.
Might as well get the tent up.
Oh, I'm afraid I've never really been one for the outdoors. I shall foot the bill, so let us stay at the caravan over yonder. Now this feels like a road trip.
Yeah, go figure.
Okay. I'm not sure what this dude's dealio is, but...
Well, if it isn't yours truly.
If you'd rather not be...
Blow the beast whistle to celebrate. Right trigger and left or right summons enemies. Okay. There we go. Good enough.
As my mother before me, our work brings peace to one and all. That marks the ascension of the youngest oracle in history. Giving blessings, it would be so.
Is that a speech we're listening to from the Queen?
Please, set your heart
Will
at
do.
rest. I shall do what I can to ease your suffering.
Okay, I guess that is the Queen.
Blessed stars of life and
Well,
light,
that was...
deliver us from darkness bright.
Oh, shit. So she can heal people?
That is all I can do for now. But trust that relief will come in a matter of days.
It's a miracle. Thank you, Lady Lunafreya.
Oh, Lady Lunafreya. I left at dawn to come see you.
You must be exhausted.
A fair bit, but more grateful than anything.
Let us begin at once.
Okay. Let's see.
Hoping being married will give you an excuse not to work out.
That came out of nowhere.
You can't just let yourself go with the eyes of the world on you.
I don't know about that. He seems to have pulled it off so far.
What does that mean? All the more reason he needs to clean up his act now.
Feel sorry for Lady Lunafreya if he doesn't.
He's got you there, Not. Everyone would be like, oh, she could do so much better than him.
What does the Oracle need the prince for anyway?
Imagination run wild much? Pleasure doing business.
Okay.
See you later.
Let's see. Okay. Alright, well that was easy enough. Calamity is a little cheaper. Actually, let's go back. Well, Yeah, let's stick with that. Time for bed, buddy.
Good morning to you. I should warn you, we're about to pass the point of no return. I trust you're not having any second thoughts.
Let's go. Hey. Bedtime. She'll end up coming in there. Oh yeah, I can't lose this guy or...
Whoever thought of tapping into the meteor's power was a genius.
Can you even go near that thing?
They harvest fragments found nearby, pieces that broke off when the meteor fell. Almost fell, I should say. But the Archean caught it.
And he's still there, holding the thing up.
Guess he never misses leg day. Or any day, for that matter.
His unceasing toil in the meteor's might form the tenets of worship for the locals of the sky.
I know.
Makes you wonder what it's like down there at his feet.
So, I'm not sure if anybody out there is watching it, but I'm curious to get some opinions on the Inhumans, the new Marvel show that just came on ABC. They had the 2-hour pilot that they showed at in IMAX theaters, and then it rescreened obviously on ABC 2 weeks ago, and then they had that was essentially episodes 1 and 2, and then they just showed episode 3 last Friday. And
As they say, better to try and fail than
I'll be honest, the Inhumans have never been my strong suit. I never have overly liked them in the comic books. I've never really followed them, with any longevity. I know who they are. I know the general membership. I know the a lot of the key components of the royal family in regards to Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw, Karnak, Gorgon, Maximus to some degree. I guess he was in the comic book a while ago. I know he's kind of a pivotal figure in the TV show, but I think he was in the comic books for a fair amount of time. But anyways, the idea is simply, they've never been my strong suit. Probably the most that I ever followed the Inhumans, and this is going to date me quite a bit. Back in the about mid-70s, let's say 75, 1975. Yeah, it's a long time ago. I was probably 4 years old, and 7-Eleven used to have these. They used to do like novelty cups for their Slurpees, and they weren't big. They were like 22-ounce cups. But there was a point, and we lived in the Mojave Desert when my dad was stationed up at Edwards. And at that, there was a 7-Eleven just off base. Well, not just off base, probably about 10, 15 miles off base in downtown Mojave. There was 7-Eleven. And my parents used to take me there on a regular basis. And the whole point anyways, while we were in the Mojave Desert, and the big thing there is, oh man, are we fighting this? Cause I think I remember this from E3, fighting this big ass dude. Hopefully this wasn't a mistake.
These ruins.
I might have thought about really stocking up for this. Oh man, we can't save either.
Is that what I think it is?
Didn't expect to find a royal tomb here.
So, anyways, these Slurpee cups, they had Marvel characters on them. Now, they had your Iron Man and your Captain America, but they also had kind of obscure stuff. They had, like, there was one you could get with Black Widow and Ghost Rider. But the big thing is they had a ton of Inhuman cups. They had Medusa, they had Black Bolt, they had Karnak, they had Triton. They might have even had a Gorgon one as well. And it was really, you know, looking back on, like, at the time, I didn't care. I was like, man, these are cool. But now I look back at it, I was like, man, it was strange that they had that many Inhumans in that thing. Like, there were a ton. I think they also had, like, a Hercules one. It was really weird. Like I said, they had a couple of the big power players with Captain America and Iron Man. But then the rest were, like, these weird offshoots. Like, okay, Iron Man, that was weird. I think there was a Doctor Strange one as well. You know, they kind of... There was Shang-Chi. I gotcha. Wolverine's gonna save me.
Come on, pull yourself up.
That thing's got a face.
Seems we woke the big guy up.
He's trying to tell me something. But what? Not! You okay?
Well, thank heavens you're safe. Is there a way back up?
No, but there's a path. Gonna see where it leads.
You two try to get down.
Very well.
Why don't you just slide down?
Careful now.
You too. What? We're going where?
Don't rush off on your own, huh?
Don't get left behind.
Wise guy. Wise guy. They're on edge. Let's not ruffle their feathers anymore.
Try shutting your beak.
Just offering sound advice.
Yeah, like a parrot in my ear.
Oh my goodness. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, pick that up. Shark tail feathers.
Hey, over here.
Okay. We're gonna walk along that ledge.
No room for error here.
No time to chill either. Make it
Yeah, no time to chill out. Isolator.
be over.
Ice to see you. I think that stupid Titan is making things difficult.
The times. Let's hurry the hell across. Knock. You doing all right? What now? Hey! Titan! What's the big idea? Save it. Get to solid ground first. Faster! Calm down. I'm going as fast as I can.
You gots to go faster.
Almost there. Hurry!
Okay.
Intruders.
You want to talk? So do I.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual. Let's move.
Yep.
And I'm sick of your endless whining. Calm the hell down.
Get off my back.
Are you a man of royal blood, or aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Of course I am. I couldn't forget it if I tried. What about it?
I ain't saying that you've forgotten, but you gotta know something. You're not the only one who's having a tough time. We're all on edge. We Amicitia are the King's sworn shields.
Alright.
Guard the King with our lives. That's the way it's always been. I've embraced my duty, and I take pride in it. When you can't focus, I focus for you. It's my job, so let me do it, all right?
All right.
Okay. My strength is increased by 50%.
Sorry, but I had to get it out. Come on. And remember, don't rush ahead on your own.
Hey, Gladio. Your dad, huh? I'm grateful to him.
Whoops.
Just doing his job. Isn't that your phone?
Don't fight the Titan.
Ignis. Got cut off. But it sounds like we're about to have Imperial company.
It's about to get even hotter in here.
There's a lot of littering going on in this place.
We finally made it.
I know.
Whoops. Pay attention. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and save it here. And I say that because I'm starting to zone out here. I really wasn't planning to stream tonight. Primarily because I've been up, since about 4 in the morning. So I need to get my sleep. But I didn't want to... Hey, I just realized that circle there for the weapons is, like, perfectly surrounding me. It's kind of neat. I'm just going to preface it by saying I'm tired. And I thought I could broadcast longer, but obviously not. Because I'm falling asleep because I was going to talk about Inhumans, and then I fell apart. Well... do I really want to get into this fight? Alright, so Inhumans, in a nutshell. I really liked the characters. I think that they're, unlike most Marvel shows where they've tinkered with things or kind of tweaked the origin or massaged them or whatever. It's the first show where it's like, here's the blue spot on the moon. Adelan. Or Attilian, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Advice you've given all day.
Well, I can't have you dying here. Come on.
Ouch. Oh man, we're gonna die. Well, he keeps hitting me. See? Okay. Uh-huh. So, I like the fact that they caught the characters and made them very similar to the comic book characters. I mean, super similar.
Radio, hurry! I can't keep this up!
Okay. Okay, so, and the, you know, so they do kind of neuter the character quite a bit. Oh, shit.
Did you miss us?
Apologies.
Whoops.
I think those Imperial soldiers just want to say hi.
Oh, see? I'm starting to zone out again. Okay.
We're all here. Let's do it.
Okay. Dang it. See? Zoning out again. And I like haven't done any damage to this guy yet. I honestly don't think I've scratched the surface on him.
Stay strong, Nut.
I haven't done any damage to this guy. See, I'm not paying attention.
Game's up.
You're out.
Hey!
We all still here?
Yep, still here.
If a little battered.
Does this mean it's over?
What? What is it now? What is he doing?
He's winding up.
For the big one!
Okay, well, that worked out, I guess. Sorta. What?
That was Luna. You spoke with her. That's why.
He looks like he's gold-plated. Now he's exploding. Alright. Well, not what I was planning to do, but it works.
Doesn't get much worse than this.
Looks like we might be trapped, or are we gonna have to go through?
The Empire. Now.
If somebody stole one of their rides, I'm betting. Huh.
Fancy meeting you here. It occurs to me I never formally introduced myself. Isunia! Arden Isunia.
Imperial Chancellor, yeah?
At your service, and more importantly, to your aid. I guarantee your safe passage. Though you're always welcome to take your chances down there. Buried among the rubble, is it?
Dying here is not an option. We have no choice.
I know.
Yeah, well, we have to do that. I mean, you can't. Okay, well, those were 2 quick chapters. Decent amount of experience. Okay. Alright, well, let's let the beginning of Chapter 5 play out. I was expecting to try to finish Chapter 3, and here it is. I actually finished Chapter 3 and 4. Huh. Granted, 4 was just fighting the Titan. Oh, man. So anyways, yeah, I like where the show's going. You know, I think the effects at times are a little cheap. You know, I think it was weird. They pushed real fast to put him on Earth, you know, obviously because you're doing a lot of filming with the Attilan or Attilian, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Backgrounds are probably cost a little more. Cutting Medusa's hair was probably a way to mitigate some expenses. But I like the characters. I think it's going some interesting places. I liked Chapter 3. I think mixed it up quite a bit. I think Chapter 3 made things a little more interesting. And we're starting to learn more about Black Bolt, starting to delve into his past.
The following statements regarding the Imperial blockade across the region.
We believe the insurgents behind the Citadel attack
So, you know, I don't think it's a bad show. I don't think it's a great show. I still think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last season was probably better. But I think it's doing some interesting things. And like I said, they're not shying away from it. They are picture perfect with the characters. I mean, Crystal looks like Crystal. Lockjaw looks like Lockjaw. Black Bolt looked like Black Bolt. Medusa looked like Medusa, you know. So on and so on. Karnak, Gorgon, they all look their parts. You know, Triton, everybody, they all look their parts. So that's cool.
Wait until Cindy's done asking around the local garages before we despair.
Let's not fool ourselves.
That made me happy. So the regalia and all regulated features are unavailable until the car is found. Alright, so we have to find our car.
Then maybe we could ask Arden to help us out again, right?
The Imperial Chancellor.
He represents a problem.
So, you know,
So where does that leave us?
I think the first episode had some really good setup. I think the second half of that two-parter was okay, kind of meandered a bit. But I think 3 was pretty tight.
This is what I'm talking about.
Someone's sending us a message. What do we do? Follow it.
Alright. So, you know, like I said, I think it's an interesting show. I think 3 really kind of tightened things up. Combat got a little better. Story beats are a little better. We're starting to get getting deep. Mortis, I think that's his name. You know, we're getting some good Inhumans lore. But, you know, like I said, I think that third episode really got interesting. And I'm curious to see where it goes. I know. Show has just gotten, you know, and the problem is, first impressions. Those first 2 trailers really did not do the show any help. And I think it's paid for it. You know, the only thing I maybe am not a huge fan of is, you know, Maximus. I think he kind of was able to take over a little quick. I know they only have 8 episodes, so they're kind of working on the clock. You know, but stick with it. First episode's really good. Second episode, like I said, kind of meanders. Third episode comes back really strong. So I'll be curious to see where it goes. I mean, at least, you know, like I said, my thing in the past is I have never been into the Inhumans. I've always kind of I've bought books here and there, but it's never been my first read. But they've done enough to make me say, all right, I'm at least curious to see where it goes. And the third episode really kind of, like I said, it kind of kicked it up a bit. So, and we're starting to learn a lot of the inner workings of the background and why things went the way they did in Atlan or Tillian. Like I said, it's all on how you want to pronounce it. So, with that, that's my thoughts on Inhumans. I'll talk about some other stuff too, because there's other shows I want to talk about. You know, I watched that The Mayor or whatever it was. Didn't really like that. The Good Doctor I did like, and I'm looking to watch Gifted at some point soon because they gave away the first episode for free on Xbox, so or the Microsoft Marketplace. So. Also, I'm in the process of downloading 95 gigs. Yeah, the Forza 7 install on PC is 95 gigs for the base game. So, there's that. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll be back. I should be back tomorrow. I will have had a much better head of sleep behind me, and we'll go from there. So Anyways, we'll be back on tomorrow. Like I said, check out the You Like the Worst Stuff podcast. I'd appreciate that. And see ya.